right, we are getting back to your forecast now with Chief Meteorologist Sara back from vacation, back on a day where we're having some weather events happening today. A little bit of rain we saw kind of happening south of us.
Yeah, and it's moving into the area as we speak. That's going to be a continuous trend as we go through the rest of tonight. It's when we get into the overnight where things get a little tricky. And I say that because, well, it's exactly that. It's going to be very dependent on these numbers right here. The current temperatures, where they're going to fall, how low they'll go, and that's what will determine the precipitation that we see overnight into tomorrow morning. I'll get to that in just a moment. Right now, 39 degrees in Rochester, 45 in Mason City. I was mentioning a lot of us dropping back into the low 40s, some of us falling into the 30s, but all these numbers right now are above the freezing point. Now that, again, is a key word there, freezing point, 32 degrees, because once the surface reaches that, you can imagine the rain coming down could turn over to more of that wintry mixture and even some snowfall. But right now in Albert Lea, it's a little difficult to see. I was moving the camera around, trying to get the best angle I could to show that there's a little rain coming down. How heavy it is? Well, there's pockets of it. Very scattered rain activity as we speak. Mentioning that activity coming on in from the south-southwest. Again, the continuing trend through the evening hours into tonight, and the overnight is when we may start to see some of this green turn more to pinks, to blues, indicating that changing of precipitation type from more rain, liquid type, to more the frozen type, snowfall, wintry mix. So here we go, satellite and radar zoomed in, just showing that little area moving over Albert Lea. See a little bit over the last hour or two, that yellow-orange indicating maybe a heavier pocket of rain. There's even some lightning to note on the map here. That's what these little flashes are right there, some lightning over the course of the last couple hours as this low pressure system spins through the region. You'll see what it does here on Futurecast as I push it a couple hours into the future. Here we are around 8 p.m., a little more widespread. And then as we get to 10 p.m., moving mainly to the northeast. That continues as we head into the evening, a little resurgence coming in from the south. But here we go, pausing things during the overnight, the early morning hours now, 5 a.m. We start to see that transition from rain over to pinks, to blues. And that's what we'll be watching very closely for, because once again, it's all going to be very dependent on where temperatures are at this point in time to note how much of this we see, the snowfall. As of right now, going to push things a little further to the north, so a lot of us looking at more of a 1 to 2 inches possibility for snow. A little further to the south here, it's looking to stay all rain, temperatures staying above the freezing point, but localized higher amounts will be possible. There's a thin band of possible heavier snow. Right now, that's kind of where this is. The blue, that is a winter weather advisory indicating that roadways are going to take a little bit more of a hit the further north we go. But I think we all need to just be cautious on the roadways because you never know where you might find an icy spot. That is why we've got that tricky, that iffy yellow through the morning commute, with things getting much better as we head into the afternoon and through the rest of the week as Sananda temperatures back to 50 degrees by Thursday.